Hello guys, it's Jemaster, and today I have a weekly blaze. So it is now the week of Thanksgiving, starting this one up a little bit later than normal. It is already Tuesday, close to midnight as well, so a little bit later this week, that's fine though. A few things to talk about today. I don't know how much I will talk this week. I kind of thought Thanksgiving was a little bit more impactful than it is for like recording, but really I don't know why I thought that. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. But luckily, I do have some things I want to talk about. So first up, Beyblade. I do have some Beyblade videos I need to be recording pretty soon here. Not tonight, I don't think. I don't know. I guess I could, but I don't know. We'll see. But I think the chose that's ranking video is what I'm going to be doing next. So I need to figure out the ranking for that one. I have like a rough idea for ranking, but I just want to like finalize it. I'll probably finalize that tonight so I could record it tomorrow. The ranking videos, they're fun to do, and the basic layer and dual layer ones were fun. Actually, not really. They were those two are not actually fun. That's kind of why the ranking videos were held up for so long, is because I just did not want to do the dual layer one. Main problem: what do I talk about with them for like a ranking video? Because I don't want to go fully in depth on these things, but I also don't want to like not say anything about them. But there's just not a lot to talk about with them, like in general. So I kind of just did say whatever, and that was that. But aside from that, with the God ranking video, that one was actually fun because there's a lot more to talk about, and that's gonna be the theme for the rest of them now, which is nice. But yeah, the God ranking video did really well. I don't expect any of them to do that well again, but like maybe the shows that's one could get like over 100 views. That'd be cool. Honestly, I don't expect that though, because I think God is just a really popular series, but whatever. That's fine. Still have some cool bays to talk about at least, so that'll be a fun time. And then okay, that's Thanksgiving, so then Saturday, so I have to record this by Friday night. The Belial retrospective. I honestly don't know how I want to approach this yet. I know what I want to talk about, I just don't know how I want to talk about it. So basically, I'm just going to go through every Belial part / evolution. Just kind of talk about how ridiculous this thing was and how redundant a lot of it got. Although, with that said, I do really like Divine Belial a lot. Genuinely my second favorite DB Bay, aside from Jane Kirbyus. Because Jane Kirbyus, it's Kirbyus, and yeah, I'm a little bit biased there, but I like Divine Belial a lot when it has the ultimate gear set up. It's just really cool, honestly. So, yeah, those will be fun to make, and yeah, it's kind of all I gotta say about Beyblade. There isn't news or anything. I'm still waiting for Barricade Lucifer, which is not this week, so, or next week. Aside from that, Bottleman, we're waiting on the next release. Probably going to be a late December release, I'd assume, because we saw a silhouette. It looks very strange. Looks like it's going to be another quadruped type of Bottleman. We don't know how the core is going to be, though. We just can kind of tell. Like, it's kind of similar like CC Land or something, though. That's fun. Just waiting on that. Bakugan, I've been a little more tempted to make my Bakugan Armors video. Will that go up this year? I kind of doubt it, but like, I don't know. Maybe Bakugan stuff could get going here at some point. I could at least do like a little bit more with it this year. We'll see. Maybe one last push for it. Well, actually, then again, I have been doing the weekly Bakutech reviews, which have not really been doing overly well. So, like, does it matter if I do Bakugan that much? I don't really know. Especially reboot stuff. Like, Bakutech I will always want to do, but like, reboot, I don't know. But at the very least, the Bakugan Armors video is something I do want to make, regardless of how well they do. And I don't make videos based on how well they do. I just make what I want. Although when it's like, okay, my Bottleman and Beyblade videos are popping off, and my Bakugan videos just get like not a lot compared to them, it's like, I'm like slightly less motivated to go get more reboot stuff, you know? Because even though I have been trying with the reboot, it's still just like, when you have Bakutech, it's just really, really difficult to be like, yeah, these are good. I mean, like, they're fine. It's just like, it's still like a little bit up in the air for me, because it's like, yeah, Bakutech is just way better still. But I still will do the reviews. I still, make that Bakugan Armors video eventually. I just don't know if I want to make that this year or not. I kind of want to, but like it will be a lot of effort. I will say I want to make that video really, really good. So we'll see how that goes. I'll talk more about that if I actually do get the motivation to make it, but we'll see. So yeah, I guess next up I could talk a little bit about Amiibo. So I actually have like 4 more videos I can make this year on Amiibo. I'll talk a little bit about this, a little bit more about this. There we go. In a second, but so I made the Pearl Marina video. I kind of have some idea to what I want to do with them a little bit better, so they're not like 2 minutes. Maybe make them like 5 minutes or so. I do still have the 4 champions from Breath of the Wild that I could unbox. Maybe. That's a video I could make. I have the Shovel Knight 3-pack. I could also make a video on that. I could make a video on the Metroid Dread 2-pack. I actually just bought that last night. I saw it for like $15, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty nice Amiibo pack that I've been kind of debating whether or not I should buy. And well, I probably should. It's $15. Why not? Like half off. So I bought that. Should be here tomorrow. I'll probably actually show the package on camera when I get it, but yeah, we'll see. That's fun. Then the Splatoon 3 amiibo. I'll unbox all of them at once. That for sure. But I have like 4 of these I can make. So we'll see. Plus I have the Smash Ultimate ones. Maybe if amiibo video do actually okay, I could always, buy some more, like at least a couple more, some that I would want, maybe some more Splatoon ones or something, I don't know. I don't want to go, like, too far into this, because, like, they're not that interesting to unbox, and, like, really, I would only be wanting to get the ones that I really want, which are, like, Splatoon ones, really. Anything else is just kind of whatever. Or, well, I guess Smash, but I'm not, those just come out when they come out, but, like, I mean going back to get some, so Splatoon, probably the best chance of that, but we'll see. That kind of does lead me into the whole thing that I was going to talk about, which is, so for videos, I've been kind of having this idea of what if I could make, like, a certain amount of videos this year to kind of beat out some previous years, because there's, like, I probably should have looked at the actual years before I made this weekly plays, but, there are some years that I have kind of a similar amount to this year, and with the kind of amount of videos I have projected to make, I'm like 4 away from tying a year. And but after that, like, there's no shot I'd be able to catch up with anything else. All those are like way, way too much. But if I could make 5 more videos than I'm planning on this year, just 5, then I could beat out that year and kind of be... This would be the most videos I've made since 2016. I kind of want to do that. I think 2018 might be the one I'm trying to beat. Or 2011, and 2018 is like 2 less. Which I still would not beat regardless, though, so I still need, like, a few more videos, but, so, like, if I do those amiibo unboxings, that's just 3 more videos right there, because I already have, the one I was planning on doing anyway, but, like, so then I need 2 extra videos to make this year. Just 2. So I kind of want to do that. We'll see. I hope I can, because I do want to actually beat, not really a record, but just kind of finally get back going. I'm uploading more. It's nice. I'm enjoying it. I have been making more things that I like recently, so it's been fun. Maybe I'll not take as big of a break early in December, and maybe make a little bit more throughout, like, December in general. We'll see. What if I just did, like, bi-daily videos throughout December? I mean, I could, but I probably shouldn't, realistically. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know, we'll see. Actually, with some of the scheduling, it'd be kind of weird, though, because it's like, I have, like, an odd day for Bakutech reviews, then an even day, so I'd have to kind of figure out that. And I'm already trying to maneuver awkwardly. I probably shouldn't do that, but, like, might be close. That's fun. But yeah, I do want to beat that. It's not like that important. It's really, really stupid. It's just like it'd be kind of cool, I guess. And that's kind of all there is to it. And like I have in mind to make some more videos like with Amiibo and stuff in general. So I could probably just upload them. Why not? And then maybe figure out like another Beyblade or Bakugan video to make. Like one, maybe I don't know, like one of each, or even like another Bottleman video. I don't know, just some other stuff that would be a little more interesting. Something else just to figure out to make, which make them actually good though. You know, I'm not trying to like force these up. Like if I can't make anything else, then I can't make anything else, and I don't beat it. But still, if I can do it, I should probably try to. So at least hopefully I can make like 5 extra videos in December. We'll see. But yeah, outside of that though, the only other thing I really have to talk about today, actually I have like 2 more things. Damn, I have a lot, I guess. So, anime. I guess I'll just talk about one for now. I'm almost done with another one. I'll just wait till like Friday or Saturday to talk about that. But like, or no, I'm finishing Thursday. I'll just wait till then to talk about that one. But last time I talked, I think I talked about Love Live Superstar second season. And I've watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners now since then as well. So, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Okay, this show. This is a weird show. It was really good though. It was one of those shows that like they have endings where it's like, oh, that's something. You almost like regret watching them a little bit, not because they're bad. It was just kind of like, man, that's something. I just don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's a really really good series. It's definitely more of like a how would I rate the series? Like for like age range, like probably R. Actually, it has to be R. Um, or just 18 plus. But like, yeah, it's just kind of one of those series. But I mean, it's really good. The pacing is a little bit awkward. It is kind of fast paced. Um, but it is done by Trigger, so I guess it makes some sense. But yeah, I don't know anything about Cyberpunk, the game. I know nothing about it. I just watched the anime, and it was a good time. I'm not playing the game though, but like the anime was pretty good. Yeah, but I guess it is made for an older audience. Although with the videos I make, I don't make these for kids really. Like my videos, they're not. Like, 'cause I know like there's the whole like COPPA thing, which is like, oh, is it made for kids or like 13 plus? My videos are 13 plus. I do not have the type of energy that is a good okay, I can't talk. Kids channel. That's just not how I am. It's just not. Um, like the way I do like Beyblade videos. I'm talking about this more last week, so I won't get into it too much here. But like, I go hyper analytical into things. That's not a kids channel. That's just not it. Regardless of what the subject matter is, like, if I wanted to talk about Blue's Clues, I'm going analytical on it. I'm not just having like kids videos on it. It's a really stupid example, but yeah, just for the sake of that. But anyway, um, yeah. Last thing though, this is the main thing I want to talk about this week a little bit, which is a Pokemon. So I have been playing Violet, and I do have like 2 issues with this game. I guess I talked about them a little bit last week as well, but one of them is the whole thing about like, oh, you can do things in whatever order you want. Can you do that? Yes. But is it smart? No, because they don't scale. So like, for example, like gyms or whatever else, you can go like the 8th gym first, but you're gonna get curb stomped because it's all like almost level 50 stuff. You know? There's no reason to do that. Um, it just doesn't scale well at all, honestly. They did not do a good job scaling that. Well, they didn't even do any job on it. They just didn't scale it. So there's that. They needed to do better with that. Either make it scale so it functions properly, or you can be like, oh, you can go anywhere you want, but like be warned, some places might be more difficult than others or something. Like, if they would have kind of hammered that idea, I think then it's like kind of whatever. Like, it's still stupid, but it's like, okay, sure, whatever, I guess. Um, yeah, it's just not. It needed to be better. And then, yeah, it's just kind of also like the performance issues suck. That I'm hoping they actually patch out. That would be very nice. My game has crashed once. I didn't lose too much progress or anything. I only lost like a half hour, which still sucked though. But yeah, it wasn't like that bad. But the fact that something like that even happens is like really like, come on, fix your shit. Um, that's just like it's really really like there's definitely been some slowdown. That's just like, come on, you. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a take, but when you look at games like Black 2 and White 2, the last true 2D games, um, I'm gonna be honest. I wish we just stuck with that. Um, I wish we got a Gen 6 that was just that. Gen 7, Gen 8, Gen 9. I wish they just stuck with it. I know open world was kind of something everyone always wanted, but I just considering how they've done 3D and how badly they've done it, and like the games are still fun. I'm not someone who's gonna go, on a hate train of Pokemon like a lot of people seem to nowadays. That's not really fair either, but like they're not above criticism for sure. And I just think that they've not really adapted to 3D well at all. The only reason, like, the best 3D games, in my opinion, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'd say, has been the best. Um, and that's because it was based on, third gen. These games were already established with how their layouts were. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. A lot of people complain about these games, but they are 3D technically, and they follow the same exact pattern as the 2D games did. You know, I think Sun and Moon as well as Ultra Sun and Moon also kind of get away with things a little bit better. Not by much, but I feel like they still kind of. I feel like both X and Y and like Gen 7, they still had that similar design philosophy of the older games, which I think worked better just for like settings and stuff. Um, Although I still prefer older stuff. And like if they wanted to do 3D, it's fine. It's just like at least kind of do like a Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl type of thing, where it's kind of still that same general layout with how they did it, with proper routes and stuff. And then like Gen 8 and 9, like with Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, it's just I guess Sword and Shield was the worst though. That was like they kind of opened up the routes to make them bigger, but they didn't really they didn't do anything with them. They just made them larger, which didn't really help anything. It just made them more boring. And then it was way too linear. The wild area, as interesting as it was, it wasn't. I still don't think it's that crazy, honestly. But like, they had to work around the wild area, which just made the game not only feel just disjointed as hell, but also like it made everything around it just feel way too linear and not fun. Um, Aside from that, like, yeah, the DLC was fine. Had more open areas. Scarlet and Violet has a lot of open areas. It's not bad. I think they've done a pretty good job of that, but I just feel like imagine having a giant map but in the old style of the games and you just had like tons of area to explore, but they were kind of more in that I don't want to say a linear fashion, but they just kind of had more of that I guess not I don't know what the word would be here to use, but like I guess it's just more of a multiple path thing where it's like you have tons of different paths you can go down, go all over the place. Kind of doing that instead rather than just straight up everything is just open. I guess the best way to say it is like I'd rather have multiple closed paths than one just open area. That's just how I've always been with games, and I just don't like open world. I think Scarlet and Violet are the only games I could think of that I actually like that are open world. But at the same time, if you ask me, would you want an open world Pokemon game or just a largely expanded Pokemon game based in the original style? I'm taking the second option, no questions asked. So they're still fun though. It's just like I don't know. There's just some stuff in this game that's like some of the more recent Pokemon stuff has just been annoying. I guess I didn't talk about Let's Go either. Let's Go also had that benefit of being Gen 1, so it kind of gets away with things. Kind of like how Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire were, so yeah. But aside from that stuff, like the fact that they just, me not being a fan of open world stuff, their absolute failure to adapt to 3D, performance issues, and like the stupid design with starting anywhere you want in any order, that whole mess. They're fun. I think, those are some issues, but I think overall the games are fun. So far, I have beaten 8 gyms, so I have beaten all the gyms. I haven't done anything else through that story, though. 'Cause one thing I will say that I do like a lot about these games is how they kind of have these different stories you can do. It almost reminds me of like contests a little bit or something, where, you could have this extra thing, but this time they kind of made the other stuff actually stand out more, and they integrated it into like being part of the actual game. So, yeah. Definitely. Oh, actually, I'll wait till this last point. But anyway, but yeah, for these stories, I know you get like the typical gyms, Pokemon League type of thing, which is fun. I enjoy that. And yeah, I think it just kind of seems like a better version of that. They kind of incorporate some of the trial ideas in here, which is cool. Yeah, 8 gyms, they were fun, and then I have the Pokemon League to do after that. There's also the whole Titan Pokemon thing. That's cool. I think it's fun to have some like big Pokemon boss type of things. So there's that. But I mean, yeah, they're fun. I like them. I don't know what to say about it. Like it's not that crazy, but they're still cool to have. Um, Also, that's how you get to kind of not evolve. I was gonna say evolve, but I think in Pokemon's context, it's not really a good word to use. But kind of, I guess, upgrade your Miraidon, to kind of unlock more features. Kind of like a Legends Arceus style thing, where you get to, kind of how you got more Pokemon to use throughout the game. Instead of like having that though, as you progress through this, you then get to use just more features with Miraidon, so that's fun. I don't think it's too spoiler heavy to say that at this point. I'm not going to say everything. I'm just saying like that's something that happens. I'm not going into anything. So I don't know how far people would be at this point yet. So I'll just say like stuff that would happen within the first couple hours of the game, not going further than that. So yeah. And then there's of course the other story, which is Team Star. You have to go to the Team Star bases. There's 5 of them. If I don't know if I said it, there's 5 Titan Pokemon. So basically, there's 8 gyms, and then for the Titan Pokemon Team Star stuff, there's 5 of each. 18 total, 1 per type. Nice, but Team Star, you basically go kind of raid their bases. You have to, take out a grunt at the front, and then you face 30 Pokemon. Although you use the Let's Go feature, which is yeah, sure. And then after that, you go and face the boss, and that's fun. Yeah, it's just kind of cool to have like this boss battle type of thing. That's not a gym leader, not just a Pokemon. It's pretty cool. I like it. So each story I think has its own merit, and also you get a lot of TMs and stuff from that. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, you kind of do these different things. You get certain things. It's a lot of fun. I think they did a good job with that. And also, I think when you compare this to something like Legends Arceus, definitely should have been some things kept from that. Like, I think that the whole catching Pokemon without having to battle them was amazing. I hate that you can't do that anymore, honestly. That was one great feature. And, wish they would have kept it. Also, I guess that's like the only real thing that annoys me, but, aside from that, like, yeah, no, I don't think there's much else that I can complain about. I think overall, I thought Legends Arceus was boring as hell. I thought that the open world it was too open world for me, basically. There was just nothing to do aside from catch or like battle Pokemon, and I'm just like, man, this is just not for me. Um, yeah. In this game, while there's just a lot of open space, I feel like they've done a lot better designing the areas, and it's also one just open, continuous map, so you have a lot more distinct areas, but also the areas that are kind of, similar. They still kind of mesh with other stuff. I think that works a lot better because I think that was a big problem with Legends Arceus was having like the 5 different areas. You basically were going to one of 5 themes, and while there were different stuff, like different things within these areas, they were all just very samey and had the same general idea. But with this, kind of big map, you have a ton of different stuff happening, which it feels a lot better to explore. But also having towns and stuff, I think just having those kind of areas makes the game feel a lot more alive. Legends Arceus just felt dead, and that was not fun. I didn't like Legends Arceus much at all, honestly. I just was not a fan of it. But this game, I think, has done a lot better with it, so yeah. Overall, I am having fun with Violet, so that's good. It's a good time. But I still just... There are some things that are unfortunate. Again, looking back at games like Black 2 and White 2, our final real 2D games, man, I wish we could have just gotten more with that. Also, with having to do sprites, or even if they did 3D just in that style, it would have probably still been easier to render and develop. I feel like we would have just even if it's oh, it's not open world and it's not as crazy or whatever you want to complain about with it, which I mean it's fair, but still. In that style, we probably would still have a national dex. We would probably have a lot more features. I feel like we just have a lot more stuff. If we didn't have to worry about them developing an open world game, and just seeing how good Black 2 and White 2 are, and I am biased to 3rd and 4th gen, but without my bias, I'm just saying Black 2 White 2 are the best games in the series, and I honestly don't think it's close. I mean people could disagree with me on that, but still. Kind of just thinking about something like that could be, expounded upon and, just more done with it, in that kind of style and how much we could have by now. It'd be kind of insane, honestly. It'd be a lot. So, overall, Pokemon, I'm having fun with it. I think that's all I have to really say. At least they're fun. If it was another Legends Arceus situation, man, I would not be having a good time. But I am having fun. I am getting pretty close to the end game, I think. I just have the Pokemon League to do, and for the Titan Pokemon, I have done 4 of the 5. And then for the Team Star bases, I only have done 3 of the 5 because there is a massive power difference between the 3rd and 4th, and I am not quite prepared for that. So I need to get at least 5 or so levels higher for my general team, and then I'll go do that, and then it'll be fun. Not looking forward to having to grind tomorrow, though, for that stuff. I do not like grinding, but I kind of have to because my Pokemon are hilariously underleveled right now. There are some Pokemon that are not even to level 40 yet, and I'm a little underleveled, so I should probably fix that, and then I'll, take on another Team Star base tomorrow, and then probably that'll be that, because I have to train a lot, and then, Thursday I'll probably go through and probably just finish, the last Team Star base, the last Titan Pokemon, and maybe just finish off the last of the stories. Might just do that all in one go on Thanksgiving. We'll see. But yeah, that's all for today, because I have recorded for almost a half hour. Damn, okay. That is kind of crazy. Did not realize I was talking that long. No wonder my throat's dead at this point. Well, I can't speak properly. I mean, I usually don't anyway, but still, it's been bad the last, 5 minutes or so. But yeah, that's all for today, so I will come back later in the week. I guess I don't actually need to talk about a whole lot more this week, because I just recorded a ton right now, so yeah. But I will be back at some point, so yeah. Alright, it is now... what day you say? It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. It's 1 a.m. Alright. Box, so... Got this here. I don't know when I'll unbox this, honestly, but... At some point, probably. Next month, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. And come on, we could open this, right? It's, openable. Should be. Maybe not. Alright, come on, let's just, there we go. that is looking a tad beat up. I will say that is looking a little beat up, the box, but amiibo, so I at least got them. So yeah, nice. Oh, did they do like all regions on this or something? Because it's Japanese and English. Huh, I don't know. I thought these were gonna be rare, but they really aren't. They're still like I got this 50% off like a year after it came out. I don't know. So this looks cool. This I mean I just wanted another Samus, so yeah, nice. Well, I say another Samus. I don't have like this amiibo either, so it's nice to have, but also like I only have the Samus from the Smash line, which I got over 8 years ago now. Yeah, I bought that the day after Amiibo released. I remember they released on November 21st. Today's the 24th, and that was in 2014. Oh man, Amiibo? Oh god, they're 8 years old now? Oh no, that's kind of wild, honestly. Yeah, that's something. Like, yeah, okay. I know that they were old, but I knew that, but like, it's already been 8 years since then. Like Smash 4, Amiibo, Pokemon, like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I was in 8th grade 8 years ago. Oh man, I'm having a moment now. Okay, I was about to go record a video. I guess I'll just leave this here for now since I'm gonna talk for a bit. Yeah, I was about to go record a video, and I need a second now. Okay, that's weird. Okay, 8 years. Wow, that is not what I expected. Yeah, I mean it is 8 years ago. It does not feel like 8 years ago. It feels like 5 at the absolute most. Even 5 is like I don't know about that. Yeah, that's just weird. I did not see that coming. Honestly, I just no, yeah, no, I didn't. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to actually record my Beyblade Chosetsu ranking video. I have all the base here. Um, yeah, I think this order is probably only like a little controversial. I don't think it's too out of the ordinary this time. Well, except for one spot. One spot on this is with Josie Achilles. I know some people are going to be mad about that, but Josie Achilles I just don't think is a very good one, honestly. But yeah. That should be fun, though. I am looking forward to making this one. I don't think I'll do as well as the God one did, but I am still looking forward to just making this video because they are fun to do. So yeah, should probably go do that now before my camera runs out of battery. Well, it's still fine right now, but it might eventually, so I should shut up. And yeah, I'll talk later. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. So yeah. Alright, it is now Saturday at like 9:30 p.m. Last clip of the day or week. I don't actually have a lot to say. I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, nothing really interesting this week, I guess, outside of like Pokemon, which I actually did just beat the third. Well, actually, I don't think I mentioned I beat the first two yesterday. Then I beat the third story today, all of them. So that's fun. No spoilers though, but I think that my least favorite was probably the gym one. It's just kind of like okay, it's just a bare bones gym league type of run, you know. Okay, sure. I think the gym challenges made the gyms feel more unique. Also, the gym leaders themselves were more unique. So I feel like you kind of had to give each gym more personality, which they did, which makes it fun. But I feel like at the same time, they have to do that or else it's just going to be really, really boring. So they did a good job making it not boring, but it is still kind of basic in some ways. My second favorite story, or just, I guess, thing to do, is probably the Titan Pokemon. I think story-wise this is probably the best, and just most interesting. I don't know, actually. Maybe not. I don't know. It's really close between the story, between 1 and 2, but both are really good. But gameplay-wise, I think this is definitely second. Taking out Titan Pokemon's fun. You know, you get to have some fun with them. They have like 2 phases to them, basically. They're cool. I liked it. Again, really cool story. Just But the gameplay was nothing too crazy, but it was still cool, you know. The Team Star stuff was definitely the best. Story was interesting. I like how it worked. I like how after every boss you beat, you kind of get like a flashback type of thing. I think that the ending was really cool. Um, but each base is fun. You take out a guard, you go into a base, have to do the Let's Go mode to take out 30 Pokemon, which sounds like a lot, but really isn't. And then you take on a Team Star boss, which, you know, cool. They have their own special rev room as well, which is nice. I used to you have to fight their car, which is cool, but yeah. And they have Pokemon before that too. So overall, I like this game. I have my problems with it, which I already talked about before. You know, performance, the order stuff not scaling properly, but whatever. They're fun. I still have some stuff to do in the game, I think, so I'll do that. I might talk about that next week or something. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know. That's all I really have for this week. This was a pretty short week. It all just was focused on the first clip. That's all I gotta say. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye.